Really knows. Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United lose 2-0 to West Ham United. And I tell you what, I think Manchester United fans who are sat there going, if Mata had scored, if Maguire had scored, stop making excuses. We're shite. We're absolutely shite. And you need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to forget Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a Manchester United legend and pretend he isn't. And then judge him on that. Because today, I don't see anything better than Van Gaal, Moyes or Mourinho. I thought today, and I totally agree. But you're not going to be surprised what I'm going to say because I said it last night, and a lot of people didn't like it. And then 24 hours later, we're played off the park by West Ham. We're absolutely crap, playing negative football with crap players that shouldn't even be at the club. Slow reactions to incidents that needed to be done quicker. Players getting absolutely exhausted and then picking up an injury, and we're not surprised. It was just. Today, it wouldn't matter if we were Man City or Lincoln City or Bolton with no money or whatever. It was tactically inept. Today was tactically inept, and you've got to wonder what has happened to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What has happened to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I'm absolutely disgusted and confused and disappointed and sad. What has happened to this manager? What has happened to him? It's like he's had a personality transplant. When he first came to the club, we played a midfield three with a holding midfielder, 2 box-to-box players, 3 dynamic players up front, and we played quick, expansive football. We are now playing for the last 6 months, but since March as well, in the Premier League, we're averaging 1 point a game. That's relegation form. Wake up! Wake up, Ollie sympathisers. Wake up! What Manchester United, it's going to be fine. Wake up with your patience. Whatever you think, and I'm not Ollie out, and I'll explain why I'm not in a moment, but whatever you think, wake up. This is not acceptable. The apathy needs to stop. This is not right. This is not right. We have played nobody. We've played nobody and we've lost 2 games and drawn 2. We've played crap Wolves away and drawn. We've played Palace at home and lost. We've played crap Southampton away and drawn. And now we've lost to West Ham away again. We haven't played anybody. These are bottom half of the table teams. All right, Chelsea on the opening day. You get an opening day bounce. This season is very reminiscent of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United career. You smash Chelsea 4-0. We're going to win the league. He comes in after Mourinho for 3 months. We're going to win the league. And then reality bites and suddenly we're clueless. We're absolutely clueless. And you need to wake up to this. But also, I wish Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would wake up. What are you? What has happened to you? The first 3 months, we were playing a really good brand of football with really good... I could see the formation, I could see the philosophy, I could see the vision. Yes. The last 6 months, it's like it's a different manager. It's like something's gone wrong. And can you remember what he said towards the end of last season? Apart from the bullshit, you'd be surprised at the quality of players that want to come here. Bullshit. Apart from some of these players won't be here next season, but I will be. Bullshit. But the best one was, with a full summer to sort them out and get them training and intensely fit as we need to, you'll see a different United next season. I don't know where the fitness work's gone. I don't see any more tenacity or adrenaline or aggression. I see exactly the same again. What people need to wake up to is this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. I don't care how many titles you won as a player. I don't care how much money's been spent in the summer. I don't care who's in charge. I don't care who's on the pitch. I don't care who the coaching staff is. The reality is you judge it for what you judge it on. And today, as an isolated incident, was absolutely shocking. Today has got nothing to do with how much money we spent in the summer, because we should still be beating West Ham. We should still be showing intent to beat West Ham. And we still got the players to beat West Ham. It was shocking. And don't come at me with misses from Mata and Maguire. West Ham never got out of third gear. That was easy work for them. They could go and play another game tomorrow. It was easy, and they always looked like the better team, and we always looked like the underdog. Since when do Manchester United go to West Ham, park the bus, and try and hit the teams on the break? Oh, since last year when we got rid of that Portuguese park the bus merchant. There is no different. The football we've played for the last 6 months has been shocking. I remember towards the end of last year, people were saying Ollie parks the bus. Rivals were saying Ollie parks the bus. And I was saying, no, I'm not having that. He doesn't park the bus. Look at the way we played in the first 3 months. Well, he does park the bus. Hello and welcome to the real world. He does park the bus. That's what he's been doing for the last 6 months. He parks the bus. He did it in Paris and he's been doing it ever since. I don't understand why he's changed his philosophy. His philosophy was front foot, intensity, press high, Go forward. That's what we saw for 3 months, and he's turned his back on it. And all right, teams might have figured him out, but when you get figured out, you don't suddenly park the bus. Klopp, when he loses to Napoli, he won't park the bus against Chelsea. Pep, when he loses a game, he doesn't park the bus. Like, what's going on with this team? What is going on with this team? And you can blame the players, and you're right to blame the players. The players are shockingly shit, and we know it. But the reality is, tactics do make a difference. We're not creating enough chances. We're not playing on the front foot. We're sitting back against teams. We're not good enough. And also, if you want to blame the players, who picks the players? Did you need to pick Ashley Young today? No. He was at fault for both goals, I feel. The free kick was silly. And I still think Yarmolenko's his man. Could have played Rojo, could have played Delo. Did he need to play Matic today? I've got people shouting out Matic played well today. Did we move the ball quickly from back to front? No. That's because Matic is in the team. He might have played a few forward passes. He's too fucking slow. He's not good enough. He shouldn't be in the team. Fred should have played. Did we need to play Mata today? Mata the invisible man. And to top it all off, the one bit of good thing he did was get in a position to score, and he misses an open goal. Mata is done. I've been saying this for ages. I love his vlog. He does great charity work. He's a brilliant man. But as a footballer for Manchester United, he's done. He's been done for a long time. He was done on the opening day of last season when Chilwell murdered him. And he's been done ever since. And he's still starting games for United and playing 80 minutes. 80 minutes for that man who after an hour is done. He hasn't got the energy, you know. And what we saw today, Andres Pereira playing on the wing when he's not a winger. You know, the selections, the tactics set the tone. When the team news came in at 1 o'clock today, the majority of you went bloody mad. And you were right to do it because we could see what was coming. It was back to the Van Gaal days. You see the starting 11, you know you're screwed. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has just become what Mourinho was, what Van Gaal does. And I tell you what, he's going to go the same way. If he doesn't go back to what he was doing in the first 3 months, and if he doesn't stop picking these crap players, he's going to lose his job. He said before the game today, I'm picking Matic for his experience. Why? Matic has been here for 2 years. He ain't good enough. And you're picking a player for experience, but then all summer you're talking about how these young players are ready. If you really believe these young players were ready, and you really believe they're good enough, and you really trusted them, you wouldn't keep a crap Juan Mata on the pitch for 80 minutes. You would have put Gomez on at half time, or at least given him half an hour. He gives Gomez 10 minutes. 10 minutes against West Ham. You know, it's barely even time to get up to the pace of the game. He doesn't believe in the youth players. He doesn't want to play the youth players. He wants to roll out the same shit. And we're going to... But the harsh thing is, right, I am being very harsh here. I want Solskjaer to succeed because I don't believe sacking another manager is the way forward. I've said it before. If you're thinking Ollie out, just change 3 letters to Woodward. Change it to Woodward and change it to the Glazers. Like, the chief executive of Manchester United Football Club since Sir Alex Ferguson retired has been Ed Woodward. If we sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that's 4 managers we've sacked. At what point do you sack the people in charge of the club? Now, the Glazers won't sack themselves because they own the club, but Ed Woodward's chief executive, he's got a big say in transfers and he's got a massive say in the managers. He has been abysmal. Abysmal. He's appointed 4 managers now, and to be fair, I think most people are starting to think all 4 of them, well 3 of them definitely were, and the 4th one might be a failure as well. At some point, you've got to sack the person in charge, because all he's going to do is appoint the 5th manager, and they won't be good enough anyway. So if you're thinking Ollie out, you've got to actually start looking above that, and I truly do believe in that. But on top of that, you've got to be harsh. You've got to be cruel to be kind, and the reality is, he's getting it wrong, and he's going to get himself the sack. Because if you keep picking these shit players, and all I can see is Mourinho out the corner of my eye, your opinions, Jose, mean fuck all. They mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing because you have done... How can Jose Mourinho watch a Manchester United game against West Ham and say they got the tactics wrong, the players aren't good enough, the manager's got it wrong, when he was sat here a year ago doing exactly the same thing? The absolute hypocritical idiocy of having Jose Mourinho comment on Manchester United losing to West Ham playing part of the bus football is ridiculous. Anything you've got to say, mate, is redundant because you've already done what Jose did, what Ollie's done anyway. It's redundant. Shut up. I've got nothing to hear about. Go and talk about the Chelsea-Liverpool game because what you've got to say about United, you've already done it. You've already done what Ollie's done today. And what I've come back to there is, if Ollie keeps picking the shit, he will get the sack. He would get the sack. Every United fan is sat there tonight, whether they love him, wanting to stay, wanting to go, whatever. I think we'd all agree on one thing this afternoon. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer keeps picking Mata and Matic, you are going to get the sack. We've been here longer than you. When you were managing Mulder, watching highlights of United on Match of the Day, we were watching every single minute. We know Matic is done. We know Mata is done. We know it because we watch the club every minute of every game. And we know they're done. And whether Gomez is ready or Pereira is ready or Lingard can play there, they're better than playing Mata because he is done. And you're starting him away from home. And you're putting us down to 9 men, basically, because they're not good enough. And that falls on the manager today. It falls on the manager. He picks the wrong team. He picks negative tactics against the team that is now 3 points ahead of us. West Ham are 3 points ahead of us. They're not even a team that's like bottom half of the table. They are 3 points ahead of us. Manchester United in the Premier League at this moment in time, we are in 7th place. But the reality is we are 2 points off 16th. Norwich are in 16th place, 2 points behind Manchester United, and we're playing Arsenal next week. Like we are averaging 1 point a game since March. It's relegation form. Some people would say it's sackable form. Why am I not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out? Because I still think there's a good manager in there. He talks about playing the United way. That's not the United way. I mean, this is a guy whose whole footballing career is Manchester United. He basically is a United legend. He knows what this club's all about, and he's sending a team out at West Ham to park the bus. Like, what is he doing? What's Michael Carrick doing? What's Mike Phelan doing? You are United legends in different ways, and you're sending us out to play football like that. What? I'm just more confused and disappointed than angry. What are you doing? Like, who are you? Are you wearing a mask? Are you wearing a mask? You know, like, who are you? What are you doing? Like, if you're going to lose to West Ham parking the bus 2-0, you may as well go to West Ham and try and win. You know, that's how I feel. I'm absolutely stunned by that approach today. Absolutely stunned by it. And no manager can turn this around, says Justin6275. Well, that's what I was going to say next. Can we turn this around? Can we turn this around? He ain't getting sacked. He ain't getting sacked. I'll tell you that now. I know officially from Manchester United they won't sack him. They probably won't sack him till next summer. Even if we spend all season in the bottom half, I don't think they'll sack him. So that's not what's going to happen. What we need to happen is we need to turn it around. And of course, the lack of investment in the summer, you are absolutely correct. The lack of investment in the summer was not good enough. It wasn't good enough. But the team still should have been good enough to win that game of football. They still should have been good enough to win that game of football. I'm going to throw a positive. There should always be a positive. Smash a like on the video if Wan-Bissaka was your man of the match. He didn't deserve to be on the losing team today. He was flawless. He's absolutely flawless. I mean, to me, he is the signing of the summer. He is the signing of the summer across Europe. He instills so much confidence. He is brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Wan-Bissaka, and he was the only player getting forward in the last 10 minutes, putting crosses in. I mean, the crosses weren't that good, but he was getting forward. But defensively, he's just brilliant. He's absolutely superb. So Wan-Bissaka was my man of the match. Let's smash a like on the video for him. But let's do the player ratings. So De Gea for me, an average 6. Can't do anything about either of the goals. Made a couple of saves. I'm going to do your super chats in a minute, don't worry. Wan-Bissaka, I'll give him a 9. I thought he was brilliant. I thought Wan-Bissaka was absolutely superb today, and he's the only positive from the game. Lindelof, I'll give him an average 6. And Maguire, I'll give him an average 6 as well. Don't think they were terrible. Don't think they did anything great. Ashley Young, a 5. I feel he was at fault for the goal. I feel it was definitely at fault for the free kick, although the free kick was brilliant. And you know what? You know why I'm really giving Ashley Young a 5? Why play Andreas Pereira, who actually isn't that good at the moment, but actually does have really good delivery? It was his cross that put it to Mata. He's got really, really good set-piece delivery. I don't think he took a corner or a free kick. We had loads of corners and loads of free kicks, and Ashley Young took every one. What are we doing with set-pieces? Andreas Pereira can take a set-piece and didn't take one. The whole point of picking Pereira is to have him on set pieces. You got Ashley Young with his dinky little shit crosses. Crap. Matic, crap. 5. Yes, he played a few forward passes. Watch the game back. Watch how many times he gets bypassed. Watch how slow he is. Watch how static he is. He's crap. I'm sorry. Wan Mata, 4. And that's generous. Absolutely terrible. In fact, you should get a 3 for the miss as well. Awful. Absolutely shit. McTominay, to be fair, I'm going to give him a 6. Don't think he played that well, but what do you expect him to do? He's actually still learning the game with Matic and Mata around him. What's he supposed to do? Pereira 5, nothing really, did he? Didn't really do anything. I think if we'd got him on set pieces, he would have had a better game, but I'll give him a 5. Dan James, 8. I loved the way when he ran through at the end. Just direct, ran straight for goal, got a shot off. Never stopped running, intelligent runs, always looks a threat, living off scraps. I thought he did really well. Rashford, 4. What irritates me about Rashford is he's injured because, again, and this is coaching, why is he playing every minute of every single bloody game? Oh, what a surprise, Marcus Rashford's gone down with an injury. Yeah, because you play him every single minute of every single game. And I know at the moment we've got to, but there has been times since March where we didn't have to play him. There was times around Chelsea, Wolves and Southampton where we didn't need to play him and we played him every bloody minute. We never sub him, we play him every minute, and now he's got a fatigue injury. What a bloody surprise. It's not a surprise, is it? It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. So, I'm not happy with it. And I do think if you're a Manchester United fan tonight, you know what you need to do? You need to wake up. You need to wake up and have a long, hard think about where we are as a football club. You need to stop thinking it's all about lack of spending. You need to look at the last few games. You need to look at Southampton away. You need to look at Wolves away. You need to look at West Ham away and say neither of those 3 teams are that good compared to where we need to be. And tactically, in every single game, we've been absolutely schooled. We ain't good enough. We go ahead against Wolves and Southampton and we end up drawing the game. We can't, we're outdone by Pellegrini of West Ham against West Ham. It ain't good enough. Tactically, we're naive. And maybe all those people who said you should never ever appoint a caretaker manager because they start off well and then they just get gradually worse. Maybe they're right. Maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can turn it around. But the only way he's going to turn it around is if he starts picking the team that he can build with. We're meant to be talking about patience. You've got Scholesy saying 2 years. You've got Gary Neville saying patience. You've got all these people talking about patience, right? But the reality is, why would you be patient about a team that's got Mata and Matic in it? They're done. Why would you be patient about Ashley Young? They're done. There's no vision. There's no future with the team he picked today. So why should we be patient with it? There is no philosophy. There is no future. There is no vision. And until there is that, we're going to struggle. Joe Holdway says, Mark, you must be blind. Wan-Bissaka gave the ball away, which led to the free kick for the second goal. Sorry, but that's true. And Dan James, man of the match. I disagree with you. I thought Wan-Bissaka was brilliant today. If he gave the ball away and they scored from it, then, people do make mistakes, but I thought Wan-Bissaka was brilliant today. And to be honest with you, the second goal was superb, and the free kick, and Ashley Young didn't need to give a free kick away there. Shabir Salfri says, no Pogba or Martial to a scapegoat for pundits. Exactly, they'll be hating it. The pundits will be hating it. They'll be absolutely hating it. Gary Neville, Keane, Souness, everybody, they'll hate it because they can't blame Pogba. With Mata and Matic, I don't expect to win, says Andrew Bellis. You're wrong, the team is absolutely not good enough, says it's Cephas. I don't know what stream you're watching at, mate. I don't think I've said the team is good enough at all. Raymond Valdavina says, I do believe the lack of creativity can be credited in not getting someone like Dybala or Fernandes. There is no one creative. Still should be doing a lot better, mate. You can't just blame it on transfers. The team selections are poor. There's better options on the bench. The strategy is part of the bus. There's a lot wrong. There's a lot wrong with what the board deliver. A hell of a lot wrong. But today wasn't about that. Lead Ballington, you're a little angry, Mark. We all are. Uar Cantona, all this season is proving is what a genius Mourinho was. No, fucking hell. What, you're harking back to second place. He got the sack the next year, mate. He's not a genius. He didn't get the sack after finishing second. He finished second and then got the sack because he was shit. Yes, Mourinho did well to finish second, but he got the sack, mate. What are you harking back to a manager that got the sack justifiably? You're living in the past. He got the sack. He deserved to get the sack. Dylan Pitchley, why start Mata and Matic just to replace them with Fred and Gomez? He should start them. Exactly. Meb the Third, I wonder if those delusional fools who predicted a United win will now join the rest of us in reality. Wishful thinking is not astute analysis. Jesus Escobar, biggest mistake is playing Matic and Mata together. Exactly. We all said it. Gunner Station. Mark, how would you feel if you saw the yellow bar confirming Ollie has been sacked during the Chelsea-Liverpool game? Never going to happen. Chelsea beats Liverpool today 2-0. Abraham with 2. That was shocking. All I have to say, says Dan Morris. What's the injury news on Rashi? He was horrible, says Jared McCall. I don't know. He won't play against Rochdale though, will he? Might be back for Arsenal. Faison Mahmood, how many managers are we going to sack? How many more can we bring in? Sacking's not the solution when the board are making clueless footballing decisions. It's a good point. Great banter. Awful mentality from United. We need to make the opposition scared of us, not make ourselves scared of our opponents. Really loved your rant last night. If you mean let's react, social media is powerful. If I saw our super chats, most fans would support if decided, says Anu Palyapan. Well, you know, it was a premonition last night. Everyone should go back and watch last night's video because a lot of you disliked it. And here it is, true. Not good enough. Standards are too low. We are not anywhere near we should be. And fans want to sit back and go, Ollie's at the wheel, he's a club legend. It's shit, lads and ladies. It's shit. You've got to start realising this is not good enough. We're averaging 1 point a game since March. It's relegation form. Wake up. Wake up. I'm not saying wake up and be Ollie out. I'm saying wake up and start being vocal that it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Don't allow it to be good enough. Mark, why don't you get behind Glazers out, says Brian Murphy. I've never not been behind Glazers out, so I don't know what that's all about. Thanks for the contributions, Amy Massey. Joe Dawson, our front six by the end of the game shows our progress. It's not even a B team and worse than last year. Absolute joke. Redar Kabasi says, Mark, how can I keep invested in the club with performances like this? Would rather do the laundry. Ollie Morton Aslan says, could it be from the board that he has to play 2 holding midfielders? God, no. No, you don't. The board don't pick the team. Anarud Baran says, Ed Woodward is so close to the board that he won't get the sack. Well, he should do. He listens too much to his staff. They're swaying him, says Marchie. Fred and Gomez need to start, drop Matic and Mata. Well, you know, we had the opportunity to do that, Armand Hussein, and he didn't do it. Zachary Purvis, I don't know if I can do this anymore, Mark. I've been a fan since I was 4. This isn't the team I love. You've got to do it, Zachary. You don't turn your back on the club because we're losing games. That's not what we do. I don't agree with that. You don't turn your back on the club. You still support the club. You just be vocal about what's going on. I'm sick of this. Same crap every game. He is tactically naive. Forget about the board. The coaching staff are not doing anything and I'm losing trust, says Genwil Balandres. Fitness Unscripted, Sharath Kamath says, Ollie out. Even if it's not today, this will end badly. Even you know this deep inside, Mark. It's better to get someone who can make players better. Brian Murphy, Mark, it's the board. Glazers out. Metal Music Review says, second half, Phelan spent more time in the technical area than Ollie. That's most upsetting. More than the loss, Ollie ran out of ideas. Ollie needs to go. Great player, but not a great manager, says Shane Webb. Andrew Rossi, we've done that one already. I love this game, says, we need new players. Stop blaming the managers every game. Mate, I don't think you understand tactics, to be honest, but I respect your opinion. Some people might think it's down to the players today. Adelia Babunti says, we are yet to talk about Ollie backroom staff. I talk about them as a collective. When I talk about Ollie, I'm talking about his coaching staff as well. Nicole Bay says, we haven't won an away game since we beat PSG. Ollie's best moment and everything has went downhill since then. I'm not Ollie out, but struggling to be positive. Ashley Gayar says, this will be the last time Mata and Matic start. Will it though? Will it though? Tiger Sanchez, border to blame, didn't get the players, no excuses. We must buy in January next summer. Don't forget European Championships will be difficult. Mr. Beast says, 3 signings behind the best players shows how bad we are, but what hurts me the most is that we know the Glazers won't act upon it. We won't finish 6th. Can't keep blaming the manager. Sorry, says Travis Quinn. I don't think anybody has blamed the manager, to be honest with you, until today. We're going to have to get Crouch out of retirement, says Sean Atwood. I'm sick and tired of this, Mark, of Young's corners, of Rash's free kicks, of Matic's speed, of lack of motivation, of suck performances, match after match, of lack of transfers. What really can we do as fans? All we can do as fans is be vocal, because if you bottle it all up and you keep it all in, then you're not doing yourself any justice. You're not doing justice to who you are. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, and I'm not going to stop saying it's not good enough, and I'm not going to. I said this last night. I had a wake-up call. I was just sat there all the time saying, oh, I love Ollie, I love Carrick, I love Phelan, I love Pogba, I love Martial, and I'm just going to be patient. Patient for what? I'll repeat it again because it's very, very true. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sat there with his painting and he's painting a really nice picture, of something I want to see, and he's only just started it, I'll sit and watch him paint it. But if he's painting something I hate, why would I be patient? And I'm not going to be patient. I would say to any United fan who's thinking about being patient for what? Patience is a vision. Patience is building something. Patience is what Lampard's doing at Chelsea with the youth and the style of play. We're playing donkeys who are past it, so that's no vision. We don't know what our best 11 is. We don't know what our philosophy is. There's no reason to be patient because there's no vision. You judge it on, if there's no vision, I'm not being patient, so I'll judge it on the now. And on the now, we've lost to West Ham deservedly because we were outclassed, we were outthought, and we were clueless. So I'll judge it on the now. And as of now, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be sacked. I think not now, but he's going down the road to failure. He's going down the road to failure. He's got time. He will be given time. But what he needs to do is stop playing Matic and Mata, try and get the formation and philosophy back to what it was like in the 3 months, because we're miles away from that style of football, and start building a vision out. Start playing players that actually are going to be here in 5 years' time. and not players that won't be here even in 5 minutes. That's how I feel about it. Southpaw Love Sports. I understand that a new manager won't solve everything with the board we have. However, there's a better team in United there, and Ollie doesn't seem to be able to recognise it. Maybe a different man can. The thing is, the board won't sack Ollie because he protects them. Because Ollie's at the wheel and he's a legend, he protects them. Pogba and Martial wouldn't have saved us today, says Metal Music Reviews. I don't think they would have done because the tactics were so bad. You can have the best tactics in the world, doesn't matter if the players are shit, says Emhorst. Yeah, I know, I agree with that. But the tactics today were to sit back and park the bus. Anybody with any coaching badge or no coaching badge can see we were parking the bus. There was no pace in the team to attack. Matic and Mata and McTominay and Pereira are slow. Rashford and James are fast. But you can't have only 2 players out of 6 fast. Bring LVG, the best of them all. Bring back Zlatan, says Josh. And Naj says, Ollie being successful was always a pipe dream. A job too far for him. At least 8 players not capable of making the sides of most top 6 clubs. Thanks for that. Right, thanks everybody. Please smash a like on the video. I know everybody's pissed off, but I don't think I've said anything you lot aren't thinking. Smash a like on the video if you're feeling pissed off. There you go. You know, I might have gone different tangents, but if you do feel pissed off, smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we've got fan cams. They're going to be coming in very soon, and I'm very interested to see what people at the ground have got to say. So keep an eye out for the fan cams. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. I'm going to be live on That's Football in about 5 minutes because I'm going to watch Liverpool versus Chelsea, which is going to be a massive contrast. So if you want to continue the conversation about United, if you're going to be watching Liverpool-Chelsea, get on the watch along on That's Football. It's called Mark Goldbridge That's Football. Just type it in your search bar. The stream is already there. I'll be live in 5 minutes with you. Thanks for watching. Get your comments in below. Watch out for the fan cams. Subscribe. Smash a like. I'll see you on That's Football.